Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword. Well, I guess it's the Master Sword now. So, what awaits us in here? This is what we need to activate right here. The ancient one is here. Oh, Groose, you stopped crying in the corner finally. Saw the rail track I put up outside? You'll see before long. He put up a rail track outside? Hold up. Oh my god. That is massive. And it goes all the way around? Why couldn't that have been there earlier? Whatever. Well, Groose was useful, I guess. How do we run this thing? Can I catapult myself? I'm sure we'll get to it eventually. We have princesses to save. Ah, your sword! There can be no doubt. The sacred flames have purified this blade. Well done. That sword holds tremendous power. That power is a sacred force. It is a divine power left to us by the gods of old. The same power that is spoken of in the Ballad of the Goddess. To look upon you is to see that same great power now flowing through you and the sword you carry. Come, you must now open the gate of time. Now that sacred force dwells within your blade. Strike the gate of time with a skyward strike, and it will surely awaken. Climb upon the pedestal and show the gate your sword's power. You mean this thing over here? Or maybe it's the gigantic Triforce in front of me. This is the pedestal here, I guess. Whatever, we're just gonna go... I didn't charge it all the way. That's unfortunate. Oh, we haven't even hit anything yet. No, I fear the seal has given way once again. Oh, we have to fight Toenail again? This is what I've been waiting for. It's time to break out my new toy. Trust me, that flabby bag of teeth doesn't stand a chance. What are we waiting for? I'm headed out there. Alright, let's see if Groose is actually useful. Try not to drool on your shirt as you stare at this amazing super weapon I've been working on. Oh, that holds big bombs. I call it the Gruesonator. Of course you do, you pompous narcissist. Leaves you speechless, doesn't it? That's only natural. You wouldn't believe how much time I put into building this beauty. Here, check it out. First, I got all the fences cluttering the area out of the way, then I laid down rails for her to run on, all by myself. I don't know what came over me. I had no clue I had the talent to make something like this. Anyhow, you just tell me where you want me to place my shots and I'll put a hurting on that ugly monster. I don't care how beefy you are, you're bound to stumble for a few moments after taking one of my big bombs to the body. Hang on, though. That monster showed up a smidge sooner than I expected. There are a few final adjustments I gotta make before I can move on the rails I've put down. I'll call out to you when she's ready. Till then, do whatever you can to hold off the beast. It's not even ready yet. Dang it, Groose. I was almost proud of you. I have a feeling we're just a bit too late. Toenail, buddy. Don't kill me, please. Seems like our ugly friend grew itself a pair of hands. Great timing. I hope it knows how to catch because my machine has a mean right arm. When she's all loaded up, I'll let you know. Until then, do what you need to do. Alrighty. Oh god, it's climbing. It's climbing. That's not good. Groose, you need to hurry up. The machine's all loaded. Okay, good. If that flabby sack of teeth tries to climb the wall, I can blast it off from here with the bomb. When you want some backup from me, just send me the signal. Okay, now. What do you do? Oh, I can adjust and aim. Press ZR to launch a bomb. If I forget the controls, I can press that button. Right in the mouth. Maybe. Or maybe I actually do have to hit it in the mouth. She packs a mean punch, doesn't she? I'll tell you, I was in love with her the first time I pulled the lever. I'll start loading her back up. So keep beating on Big Ugly till I give you the signal. Oh, down you go. So now I hit it in the face, yes. On the other side of me. How do I get over there? Oh, no. Hey, Groose, you need to, like, give the signal now, buddy. Toenail is, like, literally right here. Why did your toenails grow back? I literally cut most of them off. It literally didn't slow down. What do you mean? It literally did not slow down. Is it finally dead? It is literally right next to the track. Wow, that is a lot harder than it looks. I actually died once. You must wonder just what it is you've been fighting out there in the Great Pit. There is much I could tell you, but suffice to say it is the root of the evil we face. When you pass through the gate of time, you shall learn more. We may seal it and reseal it into his prison 1,000 times, but it will always shatter the bonds that confine it. Such is its awesome power. We must destroy it at its source or suffer this fate again and again. There's no time to lose. Hit the gate with a Skyward strike. Let's try this again! Ugh! We've been prepping like half the series to do this, so this better be very shiny and godlike. Oh yeah. That'll do. Yes, very shiny. Oh! Whoa there, Grues. It's Tetris! It's floating Tetris! Is it gonna form into a gate? I'm sure it is. Oh, it's forming into something. Wow, it's very shiny. And purple and blue. What is it? Whoa! Is this what Zelda walked into at the Temple of Time? Oh yeah, this looks like that. Whoa. This is crazy, bro. Brother. So the gears are spinning. Now what? Now what do we do? Do not fear it. This is what we have waited for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past. The very place where Zelda now waits. Go bravely. If everything is as I suspect, the reunion with Zelda you fought so hard for lies beyond this gate. Bro, I'm actually pretty nervous. Like, what is waiting for me on the other side? Don't worry about me, I'm gonna hang back here. Grues, you were actually somewhat useful, and I thank you. That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit. And Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might bust free again. Someone's gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be me. Grues, you've grown so much. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the old girl? I mean, she's lasted fine by herself. And you know what? What? Forget about it. Okay, I'll forget about it. When you see Zelda, tell her I said what's up. Fair enough. You deserve a what's up after the assist you just gave me. So do we just walk through it? Or like, what is the deal here? Hand to it? Oh, Triforce on our glove. Maybe. Oh. Interesting. Whoa, okay. That is so trippy. Yep, just... Oh, that is... I thought he was gonna go, like, flying in, but... Man, talk about optical illusions. My journalism professor would be proud of that one. Temple of Hylia? Impa, you're alive! Good! At last, I've been expecting you. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will come to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here, the goddess Hylia has only just sealed away demise. And little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that will one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now you must proceed back through the great doors behind you. By the big shining light. It is there that the person you've risked life and blood to defend waits for you. Is Zelda there? Zelda! Zelda! Please? Actually be Zelda? Yes. I have waited so long. You've come so far. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We've traveled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the Demon King, known as Demise, have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about the war we heard about growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learn the whole story. Let me try to explain. Story time with Zelda? The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both in motion. That's you and me, isn't it? Yes, I know, very shocking. First, she created Phi. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve as a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. She made this sacrifice, as you've likely guessed, so that supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now. You are the chosen hero, and I, Zelda, am the goddess reborn as immortal. The day of the ceremony, Girahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed ground, so the old woman rescued her. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to praise the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he's more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him at any cost. That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place, to sustain the seal best I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our time. I don't think your dad's gonna like that very much. I must maintain the seal that that I created so long ago, and keep it strong for as long as I'm able to. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can now see that this is my purpose. The goddess created Phi and the Great Blade she's a part of for very specific reasons. For the task of standing against Demise on the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our time, you've already driven him back into the prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that. During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword, and by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far into your quest to reach this place. Along your travels you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells sacred power. It's the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, and draw your sword. Ooh! The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with a mythical power to drive back demons, and only I may wield it. Very cool. Albluno, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you could obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish Demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow, I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of this land. Which brings us back to you. To face Demise and give the land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you could wield that supreme power. And so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. Well, it worked, and I understand why you did it. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this. But you have to understand this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. That's a long time. Albluno, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. No! Don't make it sadder than it has to be, Nintendo! No! While it's true that I am Hylia reborn, I'm still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him, and then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all this is over, will you come wake me up? I promise. It's so sweet and so sad, and her dad is not gonna be happy. Oh, she like sealed in amber or something? Looks like an amber seal. Oh, yeah. She looks peaceful, though. Oh, she be floating. She's just floating there. Hey, Impa's still here. I thought she walked away. Oh, she was waiting outside. She was giving us our alone time. What's your advice, Impa? I see you've said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There is work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her here. Go now and fulfill your destiny. Impa, you're a G. Thank you. So you've returned. Yes, I have. Then you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits, suspended in a sleep without end. But do not despair, for she is still alive and well. So she'll be right there. Okay. True to legend, the Triforce is the one thing with the power to vanquish demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, that is all we know of where it rests. All other clues to its whereabouts have been lost to the ages. Albluno, you have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now. Find the Triforce. Whoa, hold up. Is Groose gonna help us out? There's something I gotta tell you. So, Zelda, how's she holding up? Was she okay when you saw her? She's doing just fine, buddy. Good to hear. But she's still stuck there till this whole mess blows over, huh? Bruno, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it. I got this feeling in my belly that there's work to do here. Someone's got to watch that big ugly monster, and someone's got to make sure Granny's doing okay. It ain't as action-packed as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny. Groose, I actually feel pride for you, my guy. Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, but don't you just love the way it smells down here? What, that's not weird to say? Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into a beast of a tree in soil like this. It'll brighten up the place a little bit too. I mean, sure, it'd take a few years for it to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I got nothing but time. It's weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So, yeah, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay. Colin and Stritch might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but tell them I'm happy, okay? Thank you. Oh, so many emotions. I wasn't prepared for this. Well, this is gonna be an awkward conversation. Hey, Gapera, I found your daughter. She's kind of frozen in amber, though. Hello. Have you heard anything more about my daughter? What is it? If you know anything at all, I urge you to share it with me. You want to tell me, but you can't? I understand. I'm sure you have a good reason for keeping quiet. I've been doing some thinking since we last spoke. You've had this destiny thrust upon you without warning, or a choice for that matter, but I wish to help you best I can. I'm getting older, and I lack the vigor of youth, but even old men have ways of being useful. I wish to share as much of my knowledge with you as I can. If you have any question, any at all, about Skyloft or its history, I will be glad to tell you all that I know. Actually, what do I know of the Triforce? Where did you hear that word? It's true that the ancient texts make several mentions of the Triforce within their pages. Unfortunately, the actual location of the Triforce isn't illuminated in any of those tomes. Its whereabouts are lost to history. Sorry, it shames me to say it, but my knowledge is of little use on this subject. Okay. Just a moment. Though there is one whose vast knowledge may be of use. Surely you're familiar with Levius, the great sky spirit who has guarded our realm for ages? No, not at all. Levius has served as the protector of our skies for a long time, and his knowledge of our world is encyclopedic, to put it mildly. If anyone in the entirety of Skyloft and beyond were to know about the Triforce, it would be him. Where is he? I feared that might be your next question. I imagine in your travels you've taken notice of the tremendous thunderhead that suddenly appeared in our skies. Recently, I've heard rumors suggesting that Levius is trapped inside that massive cloud. I asked Instructor Olan to look into this troubling cloud in order to determine if there's any truth to these rumors. I had meant to inquire about his findings earlier, but completely forgot about it after Zelda went missing. Instructor Olan can fill me in on the details later, so why don't you speak with him yourself and see what his investigation has revealed? Good idea. Hey, Instructor Olan. How goes your search for Zelda? Have you found her yet? Levius? So you've been talking to the headmaster, I take it. If I'm correct, Levius is the one inside the Thunderhead, but that's not the Levius that we all know. That's a monster. It certainly looks like Levius, but last time I approached him, he came rushing at me, and his eyes, they were full of malice. People change, or old wizened creatures change, rather. Perhaps it's more than that. He's possessed by something. That's how it felt to me. What? You want to talk to Levius? That's impossible. I don't think Levius is capable of listening. Not in his current state. And even if you were to get close enough to talk to him, it will likely end with you getting brushed aside and sent flying to your death in a sea of clouds. To put it bluntly. What? You're still planning on going? I see. It's because you need to find Zelda. I understand. I get the feeling nothing I could say would talk you out of it. Oh, I have an idea. Come with me. Scene change. Hey. Levius is inside the Thunderhead. He's been acting so strangely like something has possessed him. If we can somehow free him from whatever it is that has a hold over him, then there's a chance he will return to his senses. Listen well, because I'm about to teach you a very powerful bird riding technique. It's called the Spiral Charge. Using the Spiral Charge, you can rid Levius of the blight that has hold of him. The technique is quite easy to perform. All you have to do is press X. However, the acceleration effect lasts longer than any attack move you've used so far. Maintaining stable flight can be tricky. This is a technique that only Senior Knight Academy students who have mastered high-level flight skills are allowed to perform. It's still a bit early for you, but this is an extraordinary circumstance, so I'll make an exception. However, I will be testing you. First, dive off the platform and call your bird. Fair enough. Yeet! Been a while since I've yeeted myself off a Skyloft platform. Listen up. I taught your Loftwing to perform a Spiral Charge when you press X. Oh, we gotta hit the targets. Use a Spiral Charge attack to break the 10 targets placed around the floating boulders up ahead. If you can destroy 10 targets in under 120 seconds, I'll recognize you as a skilled bird rider. 2 minutes? That's easy. Easy, with 35 seconds to spare. Give me something hard. You managed to destroy 10 targets within the time limit. If you can control your bird that well, you'll have no problems at all. I knew you could do it. And what a magnificent red bird. You are henceforth permitted to use the Spiral Charge attack as qualified by Bird Rider. I wasn't asking for your permission, but thank you. The next thing we have to address is just how to go about finding Levius. Maybe the owner of the Lumpy Pumpkin might know something. Every year he makes an offering of his pumpkin soup for Levius. Go to the Lumpy Pumpkin and ask him what he knows. Guess we're going to the Lumpy Pumpkin. Hey, you! What do you know, Pum? What's the matter? You look like you got something mighty serious on your minds. Levius? What about him? Sure, I know Levius well, but I wasn't aware anything was wrong. Every year I offer him an entire basin full of my pumpkin soup. But lately a huge thunderhead has been brewing there, and I haven't yet made this year's offering. I'll tell you, I feel horrible about it. You say you'll deliver a pot of my soup to Levius? I don't know how you plan to fly into that huge thunderhead brewing out there, but if that's the case, I'm gonna do everything I can to make Levius the best batch of soup ever. You wait right here. I'm getting inspired to fill up some soup like I've never souped before. Time lapse. That is very large. Voila! I've been cooking this stuff for well over 10 years, and I have to say, this is the best batch of pumpkin soup I've ever made. There's Fi! Master, I will signal for the robot. Pum looks very concerned about some random woman standing before him. This is another heavy load, but don't worry, I can carry anything. I'll be waiting outside. I'll take you wherever you need to go as soon as you're ready. The place where I offer soup to Levius is inside the Thunderhead Cloud on an island with an everlasting rainbow. I knew that had something on it. I've flown past that like a dozen times. There it is, the Rainbow Cloud. Didn't I try landing on this earlier and I had no idea what was over here? I think I tried landing on this off camera. Or maybe in a part of footage that I cut out, but we will see what this has to offer. I'm unloading this cargo of pumpkin soup here. You've picked an odd place for soup delivery. Feels dangerous. Something could jump out at us at any moment, hungry for soup. Or robot. I'm out of here. See you around. Yeah, Scrapper's smart. He's getting out of Dodge. It's already getting dark and gloomy. Give me my soup! Oh my god. Oh no. No thank you. I don't like that. Not one bit. Wow, that is... Talk about a face only a mother could love. Oh wow. That is ugly. I have a feeling we need to get on the bird now after I heal up real quick. Right in the eye. There we go. That's what we want. Yeah! I can't aim. This is harder than it looks. There we go. Oh, and you have a giant eye right there. That is very strange anatomy. Oh my god, that is disgusting. Okay, so it hides when I get close to it. So what am I supposed to do here exactly? So apparently I've got to land, like, right here. Oh, wow. Okay. I needed IGN for that part, but it kept disappearing whenever I flew toward it, so I guess I'm riding this thing. Yeah, that is much more terrifying up close. Thank you so much. Oh my god. That is nightmare fuel. Oh, there we go. We just got to play tennis. The most lethal game of tennis known to man. Looks like it's having a seizure. Wow, you had a lot of health. That took like 6 hits at the end. Are you going to explode into yellow goo? Yellowish, greenish goo? Purplish goo, so unlike the eyes. Are you going to be a well-behaved Levias now? Levius, Levias, however you pronounce it. Oh, he is going down. I feel like we need to jump. Oh, it's all bright and sunny now. Ah, peaceful. I'm probably back on my bird by now. Tell me, boy, was it you who brought me this most delectable cauldron of pumpkin soup? I must apologize for my earlier behavior. A most peculiar and irksome pest possessed me. I was not myself. But that business is done with now. The delicious aroma of that soup has restored me to my senses. I am the great spirit they call Levius. Before she passed from this world so long ago, the goddess Hylia appointed me as warden of the skies. And what do they call you, boy? Albluno, a rather pleasing name. Your parents clearly have excellent taste in names. Sure! You carry a curious sword. And I sense a silent power dwelling somewhere in that little frame. I see it now. You are the goddess's chosen hero. How interesting. I assume you've come to hear what I know of the Triforce. Right. As I suspected. Listen closely and I will tell you. As you likely know, long ago, an evil force attempted to take the Triforce for his own. The goddess did everything in her power to prevent it from falling into his hands. For the safety of all things, she hid the Triforce somewhere within the rock you call Skyward. However, its location has been kept secret. Even I do not know where it rests now, but the goddess did entrust me with a hint as to the Triforce's location. The clue is a song meant to be played on the harp you hold. It's known as the Song of the Hero. That's the one song I'm missing. The song is the key to revealing the secret location of the Triforce. The goddess split this song into 4 parts. She entrusted 1 part to me and the other 3 to the dragons of the land. You must gather each of the parts of the Song of the Hero. Seek out the dragons, convince them to teach you their parts. When they've taught you what they know, come to me and I will complete the song with my own voice. The dragons can be found at Faron Woods, Elden Volcano, and Lanayru Desert. Find the dragons you now seek. So we gotta do another 3-part thing? Okay. An unusual phenomenon is taking place in Faron Woods, making it impossible to descend directly into them at the moment. Fan-fiddly-tastic. Hey, Grues. Bad news. The beast looks like it's about to break free again. You gotta be kidding me. Gotta get into position. We literally just sealed it like an hour ago. Toenail, we've already done this episode, buddy. You need to stay in your hole. That's new. That's new. I don't like that. That's new. Why does it have a death halo? Oh my god, what? Since when did it learn how to fly? Good question. It's headed straight for the temple, but there's no way I'm letting it get there. Big Ugly's going down burning. You got this, Grues. This is Grues time. Hey, Ugly! Oh, yeah! Oh! Straight down it goes. Ouch. Nice shot, Grues / me. Is that it? Man, I thought I was going to put up more of a fight. Somebody should really thank the genius who made this. Time for you to show Big Ugly who's boss. Oh, no. Not good. The road crumbled. I can't get to the rest of my bomb stash. What do I do? Fire yourself! Come up to the temple. Make your way over here. Oh, I gotta go up? Okay, what's your idea? We're in trouble. I can't get to my stash of bombs. We got no choice. You gotta head onto that ugly thing's head. I gotta jump onto its head? What? How do I do that? Get in! Locked and loaded. Straight for the spike on its head. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah! Oh, nice. Oh, I know what I gotta do. We gotta send you right back into the ground. There we go. Oh boy. You get flung backward. Bro, that was crazy. Why did it respawn so fast? Toenail, you're causing us more problems than you need to. The strength of the seal seems to wane with each escape. We're almost out of time. Are you close to discovering the Triforce? Yes. I see. You must seek out the 3 dragons and complete the Song of the Hero to find the Triforce. It is right your search led you here. The Farron Woods are close. Unfortunately, there's been an unusual turn of events in the woods. I'm unsure of what happened, but a short while ago I noticed the path to the woods was completely flooded. What? To protect the land here, I closed the gate leading to the woods and drove back the water with a simple seal. The seal will only hold as long as the gate remains closed, meaning you will not be able to open it without flooding these lands. Given this situation, I am at a loss on how you can enter the woods. I can swim! Is that all? Consider the problem solved. That last battle with the Big Ugly got me thinking about other ways to use the Gruesonator. Just climb up into that bad boy and I'll give you a lift over to the woods. That's actually a solid idea. I'll run and get her prepped for you. Come see me when you're ready. I'll fling you over. Okay. Hop in, I'll take care of the fling, and you just worry about the landing. I mean, I do have my sailcloth, so... The woods are just a fling away! Oh, I am gone. I am a shooting star in the stratosphere. Oh, we just swan dived right. Holy crap! They weren't kidding when they said it was flooded. Oh my god. Hey, Bucha! You're the one from before. Come to think of it, I'd forgotten to ask your name. What brings you to see me? What is going on, brother? It's good to see you again. The water came gushing out of the base of the tree behind me and flooded the entire woods. I don't know what caused it, but I suppose it will clear out the monster infestation, so you won't hear me complaining. Well, if it came from the base of the tree, then let's go to the base of the tree. Hey, you! The woods have been flooded. Really? Didn't notice. Hey, the current is pretty strong past here. If you're heading outside, you better use the exit above. Okay, so the game is essentially blocking my way that way. The woods are a lake. Yeah, can someone tell me something useful, please? Oh, I'm up top now. Is something going to attack me? Probably. Oh, water dragon lady. Hello. Why are you acting all sinister-like? Hello. You're very large. I forgot how large you are. Who dares to dip even a toe in my waters without my leave? Oh, I remember you. You're the young human who helped me recover from my injuries some time ago. Albluno, was it? Let's have a look at you. Yes, you seem a good deal stronger than the last time we met. And look at that sword. You're the real thing. It's clear you have the spirit of a hero, of a goddess, of the goddess. Let me guess, you swam all the way here to try to get me to teach you the part of the Song of the Hero the goddess entrusted to me. That's all well and good, but I can't go around giving away something that's precious to every hero who flounders into my waters. I think a final test is in order to ensure that you are in fact the one meant to hear this melody of mine. This may be news to you, but some very irksome monsters have been overrunning my woods of late. I decided that I'd had enough. The easiest way to deal with the awful thing was to just flood the entire woods. As it happens, almost every inch of greenery in the area is submerged, so it's here, in this flooded land, that I will test you. If you're up to completing the task I ask of you, I see no reason why I shouldn't reward you with the melody you seek. So, do I need to get to the top of the tree? What is going on here? Oh, there's different pieces of it. Do we gotta chase them? Is this Assassin's Creed song chasing? As you just saw, I have split the melody you seek among my many tad tones, and I have hidden them around the forest. If you haven't already guessed, here's your task. Take this score and collect all my little musical friends out there. You can use that score to figure out how many tad tones are in each group, find them, collect them, and bring them back to me. If you can do that, well, I'll just have to see you as someone worthy of learning the Song of the Hero. Are you collecting tad tones? Yes, sir! I'll let you in on a secret. Some tad tones hang out in groups. You have to catch those similar tad tones, one right after the other, or they'll swim out of your score. If you want to catch a bunch at once, use a spin maneuver to draw in nearby ones. That's your best bet. Aside from that, it's really just a matter of keeping at it. I don't even understand what I'm oh, hello. Hello, you are music notes. Oh, I see. So that one stays. I need to find all the yellow boys. Okay. Okay, I've been making progress, but apparently these things are here now. Can I get some oxygen first? Some nasty fish seem to have swam their way into the flooded woods. I'd hate to bump into those things underwater. Yeah, I have a bigger problem. I need to breathe. Okay, there we go. So, in other words, stay away from those big boys. I did something. Can you hear me? I thought up something good. Why don't you come and chat with me for a moment? I'm most of the way done. I only have a couple of singles and then, like, a small pair and a big pair left. How goes the tad tone gathering? I've actually thought of something you might be interested to know. It's like, how should I explain this? There was a technique you used when searching for the others of my tribe. Use that thing you do, and you'll have a much easier time with those tad tones. So, dowsing. I literally thought of that before. Hey, Fi, let's be useful! This is a reference to your dowsing ability. It's a valid suggestion. I'm familiar with the unique aura signature of tad tones. So why didn't we start out with that, Fi? You're slow to the jump this episode. That actually worked. I literally just tried to headbutt him for no reason, and I forgot that those things blow up. Alright, so, I don't know where that last pair of musical notes is. However, you see that little yellow blip toward where I'm zoomed in post-production? That is a music note kind of hidden in the underwater brambles there. I don't know how to get to that. So, we're gonna figure out the two-headed one first. I figured it out. Cannonball! There you are. And with that, Hey! No! Die! Please? Please let me play the game correctly? Please? There we go. Okay. Where'd you go? There you are. Yeah! That should be all of them, right? Yes. Oh, do we get to hear the song now? Yes. Yeah! That was actually kind of cool. That was kind of fun. I actually liked that bit. You've gathered all the tad tones. That's no small feat. Or I should say, no small beat. Yeah, thanks for the dad puns there, buddy. Hey! You! I have all your things. You've brought back all my colorful little tad tones. You are indeed worthy of being called a hero. This much is clear. I'm good for my words, so I will teach you my part of the song you seek. You have a very deep singing voice. I learned part of the Song of the Hero, so is that going to be like a third of the thing that I need? Originally, I planned to keep those words underwater so that those awful monsters could never return. Oh, the woods underwater. But your task is far from over, and you're not exactly at home in the water. I suppose I'll return the woods to their natural state. All this excitement has been rather draining. I believe I'll retire to my hall. You'd best be on your way as well. Okay, yes, I think the Kikwis would appreciate if you unflooded their forest. Hey, look at the ecosystem performing how it's supposed to. Look at that. Look how beautiful it is unflooded. As I suspected, the water level in Farron Woods has dropped. This forest has returned to its former, less aquatic state. The melody you just acquired is one part of the Song of the Hero. I recommend you seek out the other 2 dragons in their respective areas to learn the other 2 parts of the song. We will do that next time. Wow, there was a lot of information thrown at us this episode, but I can dig it. I feel like we're getting really close to the end game, and I know this series is taking forever, but I've really appreciated this game. This is a vast game. This originally came out on the Wii in 2011. This is the HD remake 10 years later. And honestly, I really love this game. I'm glad that I'm taking the time to play this game the right way. And it's not Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is hard to top. But honestly, this might be my favorite Zelda game other than Breath of the Wild and then the Age of Calamity sequel to it. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. I hope you'll join me next time. Peace out.